If you're thinking about a career in accounting or you're looking to hire an accountant, you're probably wondering what the heck is the difference between a bookkeeper and an actual accountant. In this video, I'm going to break down what the difference is between a bookkeeper and a typical accountant that you see with a degree, in hopes that it helps, a business looking to hire somebody, or you if you're going into accounting. If you're new here, my name is Eddy G. I'm a CPA. I've been in accounting for 11 years. I do accounting advice, career tips, CPA tips. So if you do want more of that, make sure you hit that subscribe. Let's jump in. So let's talk about the roles and responsibilities. So a bookkeeper is going to be somebody who's responsible for coding expenses, paying bills, invoicing customers, and then generating some basic financial reports. And typically, the skills they need to know are a little bit of Excel, and then also a system, knowing a system. So typically it's QuickBooks, that's the most well-known one, but there's others like Zero Accounting as well. On the other side, an accountant there's multiple roles in this space. So there's roles like an auditor, a tax associate. There's also roles like a general ledger accountant, a revenue accountant, a technical and reporting accountant, an internal audit manager. And as you can see, there's a lot more variety as an accountant than a bookkeeper. The second thing I'm going to talk about is what do you need to become an accountant versus a bookkeeper. So a bookkeeper typically doesn't need to have a degree in accounting. They can be self-taught. A lot of people looking to hire a bookkeeper, they're looking for somebody who just knows the system, who knows the process of doing basic reconciliations, running reports, and things like that. You can be self-taught. You can get certifications online. QuickBooks has academy dedicated to you becoming an expert in their system and an expert bookkeeper. There's a lot of certifications. For an accountant, typically you need a degree. You need a 4-year degree in accounting, a 2-year degree in accounting, and then you can get some of these roles offered to you. And typically the path for an accountant, you go to a public accounting firm like a Big Four accounting firm or something like that, and then you work there for a couple of years, and then you go into industry as a general ledger accountant or revenue accountant, things like that. So those types of roles are going to be more high level. So they're going to be worried more about risk. A bookkeeper may not ever touch any of the tax stuff. They may outsource that to a CPA. They may not ever touch any of the revenue accounting stuff because they may be working with a company that's just on a cash basis. And the last thing I'm going to touch on is earning potential. As a bookkeeper, you're sort of capped on your earning potential just because the more technical subjects and the more complicated things that a company goes through, they're probably going to outsource to a CPA. Typically, bookkeepers are going to be making anywhere from $20 an hour to $50, $60, maybe even $70 an hour. The best way to make more money as a bookkeeper is to get more clients, build your own firm. And typically that's what you see is people handling multiple clients at a time, because bookkeeping jobs may not be a full-time job for some companies yet, and kind of stack and hire people to do more and more bookkeeping. And that's how you can make more money. As an accountant, your earning potential is a lot more. So for me, as an accountant and CPA, I've earned in 1 year, I've made over $300,000 a year. And that's working at a, public company in a accounting function. So you can go the traditional route and work at companies and work your way up to multiple six figures. Starting out, you're probably looking at close to six figures, not just there yet, probably like 70, 75K, depending on where you're living, maybe upwards of 90K if you're in a high cost of living area. And then a few years after that, you probably could expect multiple six figures. And then depending on how your trajectory is in your career, you could be making it upwards towards, multiple six figures. You go out and you're CPA and you go out and start your own practice, that potential kind of becomes limitless depending on how many clients you sign. There's always a need for a CPA. You can charge anywhere between that $100 an hour to $300, $350, $400 an hour. So people charge different things for different types of work. So your earning potential is a lot more if you go that traditional accounting route and get that 4-year degree than it is getting the bookkeeper. That's not to say that a bookkeeper isn't a viable job or career path. I've seen a lot of people be very successful becoming bookkeepers. The tried and true method to be earning multiple six figures is to go and become an accountant, go through the 4-year program, go to public accounting, and then jump into industry, work at some of these roles that I listed earlier. Hopefully that cleared everything up between a bookkeeper and an accountant. If you do want more career advice or accounting advice, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Love y'all. Peace.